Ant-Man and the Wasp was kind of alright.
Yay! No!
Ant-Man 2 is a sequel to Ant-Man 1 and stars Paul Rudd. You know what? If you wanted to know the cast, you would have looked it up already. It's very convoluted. There are too many antagonists. There's the FBI. They're trying to get him when they think he's outside of his home, when he's on house arrest. Then there's like basically a mafia. There's this other antagonist, the ghost that can morph through walls. The build up with all of them to the third act, it was funny watching it get more convoluted. But the part where they had to deal with all that was convoluted. It got very confusing. And there's this one cheap cop-out move they did at the end. I'm not spoiling anything, but we don't know how to solve this problem. Flex tape. They didn't know how to solve it, so they just sort of bounced. And the note of the antagonist, the one that can morph through walls, Ghost, gives this expository monologue. It didn't feel real at all. Well, what's your story? Honestly, in real life, the answer would just be nothing. Duh. She gives this whole backstory. It could have been the opening scene. It felt much more ham-fisted the way they did it, which felt very forced, to say the least. The acting in this movie is solid. Paul Rudd is great as Ant-Man. However, they sort of dumbed him down from the last movie. The last movie, he was smart and stuff, and they just sort of doubled back, and now he's a doofus. Everyone has to do stuff for him. It didn't seem like the same guy. The Mafia gang, they're funny. I like them. It's not a truth serum. Michael Pena, as always, is a great comedic relief that doesn't get in the way of the story. On that note, the humor in this movie is very good. There are many funny moments. I'm a pancake! The action in this movie is also pretty lit. This is stupid. Yeah, the action was fun. It was thrilling. It was a good time. Something I liked about this movie was that it was very inessential. It didn't have any, important ties to other movies. So it was like a side project until an end credit scene, and I'm not spoiling anything, but it sort of doubled back on that. We're gonna connect this movie to I am hungry, John! Feed me, Lasag! That upset me a lot. The scene in itself was not bad, but what I said, the popping visuals are very good, as always, with the MCU. I always look at it and say, wow, that looks good. Ant-Man is a cool guy. Oh, Ant-Man? Is it like another insect person? Kind of like Spider-Man, huh? Was he bit by a radioactive ant? Well, yeah, well, you're stupid and you eat poop, so you don't know anything. Well, you know what? I can play recorder. I can play Seven Nation Army. I don't care if you can play your flute or whatever. Look, I can play Seven Nation Army too. Look at it. But anyway, yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp was a fun movie. The main antagonist wasn't the best, and the third act was very convoluted. It had enough comedy and action supported by good visuals and acting to make up for it. And in the end, I'd give this movie a B-. Comment below on what I should do next. Watch my other movie reviews, and if you haven't, and go click that like button. Also,